All right, everybody, welcome back. And let's just get straight into it because in today's video, we're going to be discussing Alex Jones. And, this he's been commentating on politics on the internet for even longer than I've been using the internet myself. He's been doing this for so long that I can't really think of anyone at the top of my head who's been online or around longer than Alex Jones. Probably at the top of my head, I can think of Chris Hansen or Maury, but I think Maury's dead now. Other than that, I can't really think of anyone who's been around as long as Alex. Now, every time I heard Alex Jones's name, it was always associated with some crazy rant.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Or him just loving Trump. But then, when I go ahead and I'm alive, obviously, in 2026. And I look around at all the news that's coming out, all the stories, all the headlines, like when they released the Epstein files, or now we have all this alien talk going around. Remember when everyone called Alex Jones crazy for going after the elites? This is the same guy who I think I could honestly, part of me does say that he did predict 9/11 because he used to talk about it so much. And then a part of me also, didn't he expose the Bohemian Grove? And now it's been found out that all these years that he spent calling the elites vampires to find out all this adrenochrome talk going on. And then you found out about what was actually going on that island. Now, it's crazy. It's exhausting finding out that I spent so many years looking at this dude saying he's crazy to now listening to him when I'm older and thinking that, this is crazy. It's actually, he's not the one who's crazy. This shit is crazy. That was a really rude realization. But what really got me thinking like this is it was an interview from 9 years ago. It was on the Joe Rogan Experience, and it's called the Alex Jones Experience. And just listen to the way he talks, and listen to the way he talks in the current world that we live in today. It's this man knew everything.
So imagine thousands of emails come out with them talking about, we'll have the kids ready 6, 7, and 8 in the hot tub at this time, and they're
I didn't see anything like that.
Oh, it gets really crazy.
Where did it say that?
It was in the emails. There's freaking thousands of them.
But it said we'll get the kids.
So, sorry to interrupt, but this conversation here really makes me think that all this talk about Joe Rogan being compromised and Joe Rogan being bought out, I think this right here, even I could tell, even when I read the files, this is an interview from 9 years ago. Keep that in mind. And even I saw, even with all the redactions that I saw, I could tell that I fully believe what Alex Jones is saying. So I don't really know what Joe is really saying here, man. This is some real compromise talk right here.
In the hot tub?
Yes.
I never saw that. Can you see if you can find that, Jimmy?
Even the way Alex looks at him right here, that's the same. This look right here that Alex just gave him is the same exact. This is how I felt when he said, "Oh, I didn't see that in the files." I'm seeing these files probably 9, 10 years later, after they're being talked about here, and fuck.
That seems like you have to be real careful in how you describe these things.
What the fuck? Even the way he's looking at him is like, come on, Joe. Come on.
Real careful in how you describe these things and how you talk about these things, because people are looking for any little tiny thing to discredit it.
See, I always wondered how they're getting away with it. It's so out in the open. How come is it more
They're psychic vampires stealing the energy from the kids.
Megyn Kelly's so pretty, she could say whatever the fuck she wants.
I think she looks like an old tranny.
I love her. Do you? Think she looks like an old tranny? Yeah. You're hilarious.
You like
I
old
love
trannies?
you. No, I don't like old trannies, but I think she's hot. You don't think Megyn Kelly's hot?
No, I just want to insult her because she's a globalist. So then sites start accusing me of covering up the Podesta stuff before it's called Pizzagate, and then I get blamed for being behind Pizzagate, and I'm not even bitching. I'm explaining what it's like to really be trying to get at the truth, and then people take the fact that it's complex. She'd be better at this than me, Joe, because you know how to put stuff out clear and parse it. I just know all this crap.
When you get crazy, you start ranting.
People won't listen to me because I got too much data. And you imagine what this is like? I mean, it's just, I'm sick of it. I don't know everything that's going on, but I know this. I have good CIA people and FBI and Secret Service, okay, telling me, yes, Alex, it's worse than you know. Keep getting them. It's going to come out. And it's starting to come out and saying, watch, when we start arresting the pedophile networks, we're going to roll up the Democrats and the Republicans that are involved. And that's why Trump said in his speeches at the inaugural, this is not about parties. We're taking these people on. We're bringing God back in. Even somebody that wasn't very religious like Trump has gotten religion learning about this. Because let me tell you something. Trump's not a devil worshiper, and he loves God, and he's been briefed on all this, and he's going to roll their ass up. So the pedophiles better get ready.
Like Fox is totally
Give me one.
Republican no matter what.
No, I really do feel when it comes to Alex Jones, when it comes to listening to him, I just feel like with all the things that he's been proven right with, like in Big 2026, I really do feel like Alex really, like, he's the type of guy who would go ahead and he has all the right answers. It's just that his brain is moving so fast that his mouth can't keep up, and he's not really able to articulate it too well. So it sounds like a crazy schizo rant. But then now that as the years are going by, and we found out what actually happened on that island, we found out the kind of things that were going on, with the kind of things that have been going on with the world. Now, like, when we're coming back to this, like, it sounds crazy. Like, even there's a tweet that I'll put up. It says, like, the shit in the Epstein files is so crazy. When you talk about it with a regular person, you sound crazy. And it's really unfortunate this is the world we live in. It really sucks that no one listened to him.
Legal. Yeah.
Okay, Buzz Aldrin. I do know Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin said, I want to come on your show. And I'm not going to get into all the, he lives here in L.A., and one time I ran into him, but let's leave it at that. And he said, I want to come on your show. And I said, all right, well, come on. And it's the only interview he said it. And he goes, I'm going to tell you, Alex, your audience alone. He said, there is an obelisk, just like 2001. It's on the moon of Mars, the Soul Moon, and it's sending a transmission. And it's all real, and it's all Egypt, and there's aliens and everything else. The word is they got military bases on the other side.
Alex.
Do you think? Hold on.
Subs in the 50s. What do you think we got now?
So you think they have wait a minute? They have bases on the moon?
Well, I'll never get into all this stuff.
Right. Don't do that.
But let's just say it's super advanced. They sent a bunch of people to their company and threatened them the next week after I heard it. And he laid it out. He said, in 1967, we certified at the Stanford Research Institute that he was able to control hurricanes, create hurricanes, and steer hurricanes. All that got black budgeted, shut down, and then they got into these arrays where they could use antennas.
Weather modification
And out of that
stuff.
Westinghouse came the whole HARP program. So in the 60s, they could create, control, and steer or kill hurricanes. That's why you Google now, Bill and Melinda Gates bought all those patents, and quote, Bill Gates is going to save the world from bad weather. Bill Gates wants to stop hurricanes. Google it. Hell, in 2005, the Department of Energy program.
I think, like, even, like, I guess right now he sounds like he's talking about weather modification. And like he said, we had nuclear submarines in the 50s. What do you think we have now? And it's like, this all just, it comes back to the cloud seeding. Like, for how long was cloud seeding denied until now? It's just common practice. Like, I'm not going to show the outside of my window, but when I look out the sky, it's a clear blue sky. And then give it like 2 hours, there'll be lines everywhere. There'll be lines all over the sky, and the whole of next week is going to rain. So when I hear that Bill Gates is able to steer, control, create, and destroy hurricanes, it's like, it's insane to think about, because wasn't there just a hurricane down south just not too long ago?
Top stories. A fast fact, Bill Gates holds the patent to control hurricanes, steer, strengthen, or weaken them. In 2008, Bill Gates and 12 co-inventors filed 5 applications through Cirrus LLC key filings. Gates is listed as an inventor. The patent is for technologies that alter ocean water temperatures to potentially control hurricanes. The idea focuses on geoengineering solutions to fight climate challenges, like hurricanes. Gates claims that his idea is to weaken hurricanes using science, saying they get their strength from warm ocean surfaces, so disrupting the heat source could reduce intensity. However, some say his patents are an example of weaponizing the weather or a way to achieve population control. Gates has publicly described this as a plan B for climate control. The patents tie into Gates' climate funding through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which funds research into solar geoengineering. Critics accuse him of profiting from disasters, while others say unintended consequences like flooding and intense weather disasters are happening due to interference with weather, pointing to the recent flooding in Kerrville, Texas, which killed more than 100 people, Hurricane Milton, Hurricane Helene, and Hurricane Ian. In Dallas, Christina O'Wine.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The more and more I find out about Bill Gates, the more and more I kind of dislike this guy, man. Like, I remember he just used to be the Microsoft guy. The only time I would talk about Bill Gates in my life was when he was the richest man in the world. That was all I knew about the guy when I was young. And now that I'm getting to find out more and more about him, it's crazy. It is crazy. And someone needs to stop this guy. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to Alex Jones.
For aerosol testing was $5 million a year. So under U.S. Code Title 50, Chapter 32, subsection 1528, paragraph B.
Is that true? You nailed that right there?
Yes.
What are you, from Mars?
Under U.S. Code
Do
Title...
you live on that obelisk?
That was fucking insane.
Let me just tell you.
I can't even remember the last time Machida fought. And this motherfucker.
Listen, under U.S. Code Title 50, Chapter 32,
Okay,
subsection 1528, paragraph B.
That's
Find
insane.
that shit.
That's insane.
under
Hold on,
that-
say it slow. Let Jamie write it up.
But the big secret is, once you have a crystal ball and know the future, you can add stimuli beforehand and make decisions that control the future. And so then it's the end of consciousness and free will for individuals, as we know, and a true 2.0 in a very bad way, hive mind consciousness with an AI jacked into everyone, knowing our hopes and dreams, delivering it to us, not in some PKD wirehead system where we plug in and give up on consciousness because of unlimited pleasure, but because we were already wired in and absorbed before we knew it by giving over our consciousness to this system by our daily decisions that it was able to manipulate and control into a larger system. There's now a human counterstrike taking place to shut this off before it gets fully into place and to block these systems
like
and to try to have an actual debate about where humanity goes and cut off the pedophiles and psychic vampires that are control of this AI system before humanity's destroyed.
Wait a minute.
Humanity is
pedophiles
only
are controlled of AI? How'd the pedophiles get in control of AI?
the pedophiles at a whatever level, the devil, whatever you want to call it, this interdimensional thing that gives them advanced off-world technology, the fallen one that's not of this world, is giving them advanced knowledge.
What are you talking about? What
systems
what is
that have already
that?
been used before on other populations.
What?
Is that Satan?
But what are you talking about?
That was his rant.
I'm not sure. We're gonna go back to that. He's definitely high as fuck.
Dude, when
This
he told
is
me this stuff about Buzz Aldrin's telling him some fucking
exactly.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
We got him too high. We fucked up. I told you we were gonna get him high.
The thing that really gets me is that Alex didn't even stutter once. He didn't even pause once.
Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, we got to get him high.
And there is a full-out war inside the government of guys that like to eat steaks, drink beer, and have women versus a bunch of pot-bellied pedophiles.
Whoa.
I don't claim to have all the answers. And I'm not here to booster Trump because I'm tied to his wagon. If I attacked Trump, I'd make more money. This isn't about money. It's about the truth. Trump really is trying to cut taxes and make people successful and wealthy. He really does care about the average person. The elite have set up a plan to enslave people, to make folks poor. And all I'm asking you to do is get past thinking that you're part of the establishment or you're smart because you're anti-Trump. I'm asking you to actually look at what's really being going on and understand that Democrats, Republicans come and go. Some are good, some are bad. The whole power structure has been against Trump for a very serious reason. Trump is coming after them and really is attempting to bring down this whole global system. And that's why all hell's breaking loose. So I just want your viewers and listeners to know, I'm not some political hack. Like you said earlier, I used to be against Bush. I wish Obama would have been real. The point is they got to Obama. With Trump, he doesn't give a damn. They admit they're offering him money, everything. He doesn't listen.
He's like, is he in the middle of
Okay,
the
this really aged because after seeing the way the Epstein release was handled, you know, and seeing how, like, didn't Trump mention a presidential pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell, or like at least hint towards it? At least he's mentioned it, Those words have come out of his mouth, so don't quote me, but I've heard those words come out of his mouth. Ghislaine Maxwell and pardon in the same sentence.
Because he could have easily been a billionaire 2 years ago who bought all the mainstream shit, but he was a.
It's like they're interdimensionally connected. Like, why is it always, boo, you're a loser, slap you in the face in the back of the head? It's like, how are they so bad at it? It's not. Because they don't think it is what they go.
That was the greatest thing you've ever said right there.
No, I'm serious.
Alex, someone you just invited the door for people going, "Boo, you're a loser," and then try to slap you in the back of the head. It's gonna happen now. You started
It's
a
already
meme.
happening. Our brain is able to tune into the lowest dimension, the highest dimension. Humans are basically really powerful creatures that can live right close to suns. They're highly radioactive. Nothing else can live this close. They have very short lives because we're like a hive organism that actually lives second to second in the space-time continuum. It's like 100 years. It's a second. And we transmit our data up to be able to live next to like these Stargate jump gates that are suns. So because we live so close to these suns, we only have like milliseconds to be alive. So we're actually a hive organism that keeps transmitting up to the next species in our hierarchical system and then down below us. So we're alive right now in this continuum, and we're trying to progress and make things better. And the elites are trying to make sure that we don't dial into that incredible knowledge we've got as a species and basically die as a species, so that we're not competitors on the next level, as the Bible says, of the interdimensional plane.
But
God damn,
don't
that
believe
sounds
though.
good.
But you don't believe that. You're just saying that's what they believe.
Oh, yes, exactly. I don't believe in anything.
What do you believe?
No, I mean, I believe in research.
First question.
Go ahead.
One more.
Anderson Cooper, a nice guy. Seems like a nice guy.
CIA, admittedly.
CIA. He worked there, like in college, right?
No, beyond that.
Beyond that, he admitted it.
He's part of the, like, WIMP CIA.
Operation Mockingbird.
Wait a minute. CIA has a WIMP division.
Okay. One thing he kept mentioning that really struck my attention was this whole Epstein being a vampire thing and all of them being vampires. In fact, there's a whole account that I follow that talks about fallen angels and how they basically just change form just ever so slightly and become a whole different person.
On NFL quarterbacks, well, let me show you a few before we get to a new one. Here's Tom Brady and I Dream of Jeannie star Larry Hagman. Striking resemblance. Here's Joe Namath with a nice little butt chin there, and John Joseph Travolta with a nice little butt chin there. Samuel L. Jackson and Lamar Jackson, they even share the same name. Rand L. Cunningham, who is a preacher now and reads from the King James Bible. Jackson Dart and Troy Aikman. Jeff Hostetler, who won the Super Bowl for the Giants, and my buddy Aaron. Ice Cube, who looks so much like Caleb Williams, whose nickname is Ice Man. Home Alone star Macaulay Culkin, who dressed up as Joe Burrow for Halloween. And Pouty McPoutface over here, Gerald Ford and Peyton Manning. Oh, and here's another that just wouldn't fit on the page. Johnny Manziel and Mark Rippon.
I remember there was a movie, I think it was called The Eternals, and in the beginning of the movie, you'd see there's a scene, I think he's sitting in a private jet, I think it was the Indian dude in the movie, and what he would do was, so they live forever. They've been there since like the beginning of humanity. They've been protectors of Earth or whatever. And he's in the jet, and you see it's a picture of him. It just only looks ever so slightly. And what he would do is that he pretends to be one guy. When he's done, after like a decade or two, he pretends to be his son. And then when he's done there, he pretends to be the next son. And he just keeps going on and on and on and on like that.
Nobody ever wonders how you managed to be the leading man for over 100 years.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. That is my great-great-grandfather. That is my great-grandfather. Grandfather, father, and me. I'm part of the greatest dynasty in the history of Bollywood.
And there's an image here of, I'll put it on the screen. There's an image here of Epstein looking like this guy. I don't know who it is. I think it's the $20 bill, but I'll put an image up over here. Epstein has the same facial features as this guy on the $20 bill. like, it's insane to think about because the older I get, the more and more you find out you actually don't know shit about this world. You couldn't even imagine it. Like, this is like, even hearing the things in those files, like, I was reading the files myself and I couldn't believe it, man. Like, this shit is so crazy what's going on in the world. I couldn't imagine being in Alex Jones's position, trying to explain this to everyone, and everyone just keeps calling you crazy. They talk to you like you're some drunk. They talk to you like you're just straight out of your mind. But the whole time you're right. Like, I cannot imagine how frustrating it must be. That was the first video. I'll do another video and a whole other interview that he did with Joe Rogan as well, where he talks about extraterrestrials. But I just wanted to just basically make the point of this video to say that Alex Jones was right, and he's been right. And I don't really think that he's missed. Like, he sounds crazy, but he only sounds crazy until it's not, you know? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is Alex Jones crazy? Am I crazy as well? Is this all somehow just tying up into, like, the big picture? Are the elites truly, like, something that we don't even actually know about? Are we run, like, we already know that the world is run by satanic but how much deeper does this really go? Like, how much is known in this world that the rest of us here are just oblivious to? We're all just living life while other people are deciding our lives. Even the fact that there's people out there who probably decide whether we live or die. You know, that's not even far-fetched in 2026. You know, like the fact that there's a 90% chance, I'd say 9 out of 10 chance that there's people that decide whether, that there is people that could decide whether we live or die just like that immediately. And it's crazy. Like, this world that we live in, like, growing up, this was not what I expected being an adult would be like. Like, I miss the days when conspiracies were just conspiracies. I don't know if this is what it actually feels like to take, like, I can't even say this is like taking the red pill, because this is just like a tiny dot of what's actually going on. Like, this was 10 years ago. A few things I heard in that video I'm hearing for the first time now. Like, weather modification stations I knew, but on the moon? Like, what else do they have that we don't know? What else are they hiding? Like, how long? Like, one question that I have that I'll probably make another video on is, how long have they had AI for? And I'm talking about generative AI, where, like, how long have they been manipulating history? How long have they been manipulating science? How long have they been manipulating the world? But anyway, that's a question that we can discuss in another video. I'm just going to end that one there. Put your thoughts down in the description below. Was Alex Jones right? Is Alex Jones still a nut to this day? Let me know what you think. Peace.